Hello and welcome back to Manifesto Success Series. This is our chapter 2, and if you haven't been listening our previous chapter, please go back and listen so you can understand the context. Today in our second chapter, our discussion starts with the perseverance of success. Why it is important? Entire life I have been very perseverant towards whatever I wanted to achieve, and that's one of a way of displaying your manifestation. I have written a book, Journey of Perseverance. I would recommend please go buy and read it. It will give you a lot of context about it. But here, I want to start with the Thomas Alva Edison. Once said, opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overall and looks like work. It appears that many individuals in the world want success, but few wants to persevere in the action it takes to achieve their success. Unfortunately, some think success will occur simply by the desire for it. However, examining the lives of anyone who has achieved success actually shows that it takes great perseverance and endurance, and the withstanding and overcoming of obstacles and difficulties. Furthermore, people who are really successful are never satisfied with the level they have already attained, but persevere to achieve greater perfection. And I am a big believer, progress is better than perfection. But still, if you are not thriving for it, you will not be able to progress anyway. Henry Ford. Ford innovated industrial production and the assembly line. However, before founding the extremely successful Ford Motor Company, he was previously bankrupted and left penniless 5 times from failed ventures. Banking on self-belief is the key of perseverance among the given constraints we have before us. Harlan Davis Sanders. Before becoming Colonel Sanders, determined Harlan submitted his now world famous fried chicken recipe to 1009 restaurant before finding a buyer. Sustaining our dreams is still obsolete. Reality is achieving is a must. Thomas Edison, considered unteachable as a youth, the inventor changed the world with his invention in the electric light bulb. Before the great and accomplished Edison discovered over 1000 ways he could to not build a light bulb, but we consider as a failure happened only to teach us another way of doing things the way it could not be done, and to tread on in such occasions calls out for our courage. Vincent van Gogh. Van Gogh's Starry Night ranks among the most recognizing paintings. Throughout the artist's life, he only sold one painting to a close friend. That didn't stop him from painting over 800 other pieces while starving and often destitute. Today, Van Gogh, other pieces while starving and like that didn't work out. Van Gogh's unappreciated work sells for hundreds and millions of dollars. Having trust on your uniqueness and projecting that become a key differentiator. Jack London. White Fang and Call of the Wild are evil, literally classic. In his early career, London submitted his first story over 600 times before being accepted by a publisher. Steven Spielberg. After my high school, Steven Spielberg was rejected 3 times from the University of Southern California School of Theatre, Films and Television. After attending California State University, Long Beach, he subsequently dropped out and pursued directing without a degree. To speak about the life that is not understood in terms of progress, but in terms of its struggles and weaknesses, is the athletic. This is the antithesis of the modern ideal. The narrative of progress and success fails to describe life as it truly is. To make matters worse, failure and suffering in our culture can often make us object of shame. No matter how bad things might be, at some point, we are always assured that they can get better. Getting better has become the modern version of salvation itself. The few who are described as successful and making progress mostly serves as an example that condemn for the rest of us Man should not continue to be an imaginary existence but understanding precisely where we are in reality. How should we do a reality check on the ground reality? Plan to check. Act cycle is a famous model for carrying out changes where be it in a project, business or our life. First proposed by Walter Sheward and later developed by William Deming, PDCA cycle becomes a widespread framework for constant improvement of manufacturing, management, and other areas. PDCA is a simple four-stage method that endless team to avoid recurring mistakes and improve process. If you can't try, then run. If you can run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. Martin Luther King Jr. This is how the quality of perseverance is to be observed, practiced, and implemented. Treading this way, our journey is sure to lead us to success. Perseverance is the key of success. Finally, perseverance is also the key to very great accomplishment because nothing of lessening value has been achieved without it. A Ford Motor Company employee once asked his boss, Henry Ford, the secret of success, and Henry Ford replied, "When you start a thing, don't quit until you finish it. The path ahead of us is filled with obstacles. People will oppose you. There will be financial setbacks, time pressures, illness, misfortunes. However, some of the biggest obstacles will be inside of us: self-doubt, insecurity, procrastination, worry. But today I challenge you to give yourself permission to succeed. That's the only way going forward. You cannot challenge yourself. This is not to please your mom, dad, sister, daughter, son. It's to please yourself. It's for yourself. Challenge yourself today. That's it for today. Thank you for listening and see you in the next episode. And before I go, if you haven't liked, subscribed and commented here, should you have any question, please drop your question here. You can also find out more about Priya Mishra on priya.sydney, and don't forget to share this. There are a lot of values coming out of it. Thank you.